one of the first demands that I and we would like to make as victims, as survivors of the system of Almasri and the crimes against humanity that he committed, is that the Italian government must immediately terminate all agreements between Italy and Libya that enable the abuse of migrants and the Libyan common people. A public commitment to demand the release of all those still imprisoned in Metigar, in Enzara, and other detention centers across Libya. 3, an official explanation on why Almasri, whom the Italian government, particularly Piantadosi, called a dangerous person for the Italian society and for its national security. 4, we need a legal pathway for migrants trapped in Libyan detention center, including the reopening of Italian embassy in Tripoli to access humanitarian visa. These are a list of demands that goes on, and we know that the Italian government, with the wish and with the will do it. And thank you.
In qualità di sopravvissuti e di vittime di Osama al-Masri, innanzitutto chiediamo la cessazione immediata di tutti gli accordi esistenti tra la Libia e l'Italia che consentono gli abusi nei confronti dei migranti e anche della società civile libica. Chiediamo poi un impegno pubblico per richiedere il rilascio di tutti coloro che sono ancora imprigionati a Mitiga e negli altri centri di detenzione libici. Chiediamo inoltre una spiegazione ufficiale del perché Almasri, che lo stesso governo italiano e Piantadosi in particolare ha definito pericoloso, sia stato rilasciato invece di essere consegnato alla Corte Penale Internazionale, e chiediamo un percorso legale per i migranti intrappolati nei centri di detenzione libici, inclusa la riapertura dell'ambasciata italiana a Tripoli per l'ottenimento di visti umanitari. Queste sono le nostre richieste e sappiamo che il governo italiano, con la giusta volontà di fare quello che è corretto, speriamo, confidiamo affinché appunto queste richieste possano essere prese in considerazione e realizzate. Grazie.
Who is Almasri for you?
Almasri for me is a torturer. Almasri for me is a human trafficker. Almasri for me is a war criminal. And Almasri for me is a rapist. And all the inhuman crimes that he's committed, he's a huge nightmare for me that I have not been able to wake up from since 2019 to this very day. And now this feeling has just come back since the past 1 week.
What did you think when Almasri came back to Libya?
I felt a huge sense of betrayal, but not only that, I felt a huge sense of fear for the people that are still in Libya, fear for the women and children who are going to experience torture and rape, but also fear for the Libyan common people who, in their very end, have also contributed enormously to our work and to the work of the International Criminal Court to make sure that Almasri is held accountable. But now he's gone back and we live in great disappointment. But this disappointment does not stop there, because Italy now equally share the responsibility of the blood of people that have been killed and murdered through the system of Almasri.
You believe in justice?
What?
You believe in justice now?
Well, this form of justice which the Italian government and politicians try to demonstrate is not a justice that I believe in. I believe in the justice that will one day soon come. I believe in the justice that the Italian people will stand up for to demand accountability. I believe in the justice where Almasri, if he was arrested here, he will have been put in chains and taken to International Criminal Court in Alla.
What do you ask to Giorgia Meloni, and what do you think about Giorgia Meloni for this case of Almasri?
particularly my demand and our demand to Giorgia Meloni is to immediately, with immediate effect, terminate all the agreement that have been signed with the Libyan militias, with the Libyan mafia, with the network that have contributed to my suffering, that has contributed to the suffering of the Libyan common people as well. And within this, there is the memorandum Italia-Libya. This memorandum is not a memorandum, it's a death sentence to most of us. And one of the other demands that I asked to Giorgia Meloni is to make a public or bilateral or whatever commitment, because now Giorgia Meloni have demonstrated that she have a stronger hands inside Libya, not just one finger. It means she can advocate to liberate all the people who are inside Metiga, in Nzara, and across Libya. It means that Giorgia Meloni will open its embassies, the Italian embassy in Tripoli, and give humanitarian visa to the many thousands of women and children who are stuck in the Almasri system inside Libya. It means also that Giorgia Meloni have to explain why did this happen, why did she take justice away from our plate.
Thank you so much.
In questo giorno sono molto triste perché il governo italiano ha mandato lui via, ma non è possibile perché lui è criminale. He's supposed to be charged for his crime that he have committed because I was one of his victims. Sì. Non è possibile per il governo italiano mandare lui via.
Perché ha denunciato il generale Almasri alla Corte dell'Aia? Che violenza ha subito?
Dall'A?
Why did you report Almasri to the...
What type of violence?
I was tortured in his prison.
In italiano?
I was tortured in his prison, and he was the one who hit me with the sticks. And he removed one. I have a cross on my neck. He came and removed it and beat me with the sticks. And the time I tried to escape, they tortured me on my legs and my body with his soldier. He was the one. He was present and telling his soldier to do that.
Tu sei cristiano?
Sono cristiano,
ti ha tolto
vengo dal Sud Sudan.
la croce, ti ha tolto la croce?
Sì, sì.
Senti, cosa pensi di Almasri?
Penso che lui è criminale. He was not supposed to be let go or to go back to Libya.
Cosa chiedete oggi? Perché siete qui?
I came here because I want to talk about the situation of Libya, the situation of migrants, and also about my story that I went through when I was in Libya, because I was one of his victims.
Cosa ha pensato quando Almasri è stato rimandato in Libia?
Sono molto triste.
Okay. Chi è Almasri per lei? Per te Almasri chi è?
È criminale.